We have another Am I the A-Hole edition, and it is full of some messy stories. We've got some 4th of July family drama where one sister says her whole family was excluded. We have workplace situations. Saving someone's life somehow turns into an accusation. So let's kick right into some family drama here on this edition of Am I the A-Hole?
Zacquie.
Am I the a-hole for treating my coworker? Oh, this isn't family drama though. This is just drama.
Okay, so you just got the drama.
This is workplace drama.
Work drama, of course. Okay.
Also, the best type of drama. Am I the a-hole for treating my coworker differently after she accused me of SA when I saved her life?
Oh boy.
I'm a quiet guy and genuinely friendly. I treat all my coworkers as friends. About 2 months ago, during a work lunch, one of my coworkers started choking, so I did the Heimlich thing to help her. After
I just did that, you know, that Heimlich thing, you know, whatever that is.
The Heimlich thing. You know what that is, right?
I know, yeah, but it's just funny how he's just like assuming you know, I did that whole Heimlich thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Did that thing.
The Heimlich move. So during a work lunch, one of my coworkers started choking, so I did the Heimlich thing to help her. After she's in the clear, the others cheered. I asked if she is all right. She nodded and headed to the bathroom without a word, so I didn't think much about that. Until 2 days later, I got the call into HR for my inappropriate behavior. I was so confused and asked for more details. That's when they told me that my coworker had filed a complaint stating that she felt my touches when I was helping her. Oh, she felt my touches when I was helping her were inappropriate.
Okay. So as he's around her, that area, chest area, maybe
she could probably feel him.
Oh, in the back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Although, why would she be thinking about that if she's choking? Like, I feel like if you're choking, like, all other senses are kind of muted.
Right. We don't know what level of choking it could have been. Like, maybe she thought she could handle the choking. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he jumped to conclusions. Because there's, like, coughing, like, with our toddler or with our babies. I always start them off with, like, big chunks of food. And then they always say, like, you'll know if they're choking because it's silent. So maybe he didn't know that. You know what I mean?
I didn't know.
Yeah,
maybe she was choking for a second and he just jumped right on it.
Like, because if you're like making sound, you don't need the Heimlich because you're like, there's airflow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And obviously, if he said the Heimlich thing, he might not have had training.
I did the Heimlich thing. It meant like
on a
grabbing
cartoon.
that area, right? That's how you do it. Is probably what he thought. Maybe that's what he was saying. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
Sorry. There's kids watching. Change the channel.
So 2 days later, I got called into HR for my inappropriate behavior. I was confused and I asked for more details. That's when they told me that my coworker had filed a complaint stating that she felt my touches when I was helping her was inappropriate. My body was too close and she felt my private touching her. I gave my statement and they put me on ice. I was still working with potential to be removed while they investigated further. After a week, I was in the clear. I returned to work, working normally without fear, but I started distancing myself from the coworker. She tried to apologize, which I accepted, and tried to explain that she has to tell me that she has trauma, but I still take precautions and only treat her as my colleague. I'm no longer talk to her unless needed, to always keeping my distance, no longer inviting her out unless there's others. She could feel my hesitant towards her and how no longer treat her the same as the others. She tried to say that I'm being ridiculous and petty, but I told her that I'm just looking out for myself. So am I the a-hole? P.S. Sorry about my English. If there errors, it's my third language.
Okay.
So there's an edit. Wow, this blew up. I'm not very active here, but I have read several comments and DMs. Sorry, I can't read them all. Thanks for everyone's support. I won't make updates, but I have some clarifications. I'm not from or at any English-speaking countries. Me and my coworkers did have a talk with our colleagues nearby, and she agreed to just limit to necessary contacts that related to work. I won't sue her because everything is resolved, and to be honest, it would just bring more problems while wasting money. I also received several DMs about people with similar experiences as me, which made me sad and relief that I'm not the only one. And I also saw comments about how I'm not considering and don't understand her trauma, which is fair. If you're harassed for real, then you should protect yourself. But I just hope she came to me about her uncomfortableness since we've known each other for a couple of years. That's it again. Thank you.
Man. There's a lot to unpack there. It sounds like you've got friends for years, and then now it's awkward a little bit that she felt something brewing. What
was he supposed to do?
Like I said, we don't know what kind of hero he was trying to be at that time. Was it the hero she needed or the hero she deserved? As they say.
I don't think that applies in this situation.
Oh yeah, but
the hero she needed or the hero he thought.
Yeah, but did she need a hero? But in that setting, was that the person that was there to help her? Now we don't even know if.
Also, it sounds like. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say we don't even know that what he did was going to. Did it save her life? Did it actually help her not choke? We don't know, right? Like.
Well, it sounds like she lived. So.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying there's no clarification that if he didn't step in and do what he did,
it would have been fine.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. I think he sounds like he's just trying to be Mr. Good Guy. Mm-hmm. And the way he said and everyone cheered.
Everyone cheered everyone validated what I did.
Yeah.
That's what I was supposed to do. Maybe he's been dreaming of that moment his whole life, and one little cough.
And he jumped up to it too fast. Yeah. I don't know.
So
I would say not the a-hole, because what if, on the flip side, what if she really was choking, and he really did save her life?
See, that's kind of where I'm gonna say unfortunately, in today's world, if in my work and there was another coworker choking, gotta be careful I say this.
Sorry, I can't help you.
Yeah, I'd be like this. Sorry,
I'm sorry.
I can't. I don't know how to get.
I think
do the Heimlich thing without invading your personal space, and then. Hey, if I came home and I said, hey, I did the Heimlich on so-and-so, I'm sure you would be, there would be questions. So in my mind, in that split second, I'd be going anybody else gonna jump in there?
Jump in. Well, and I think you're not trained to do that, so your first instinct isn't to jump in and help. Right. And you could cause harm, but you could also save someone's life.
Yeah. At least... I know how that sounds. It sounds like I'm not being considerate of somebody to save their life, but in my line of work, you have to just be self-aware of your actions and what you say and what you do, even with coworkers. And so it's you gotta.
Yeah. I mean, anyone.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
But then again, yeah, his intentions were probably not in that way, and I feel sorry for him that he probably really felt like he was helping out, and now to get the backlash like that. And
I don't think. It didn't seem to me that his intentions were SA.
Yeah. What happens when somebody is drowning and they need the CPR? Or
right, and mouth to mouth?
Mouth to mouth.
Yeah.
That's invasive, isn't it? So.
Oh, for sure.
I don't know. I don't think he's the a-hole. I don't
think so.
Yeah.
And then he was saying something about how she should have told him that she had past like trauma. But like that's not normally something that someone just goes around and tells coworkers either.
Like if you could clearly tell that this person, if you don't do anything in this moment, they're gonna die. I don't think it matters. I mean, if you can save their life, I don't think you should be like, well, I can't save your life because I know that you went through this. It's like, I mean,
yeah. Well, and I've heard of where people do like CPR on like people and they break ribs, but they save their lives.
Right.
But then they get sued for
because
they broke the ribs.
That's insane.
So it's like,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean.
That's along the lines of like someone breaking into your house and then breaking or like tripping or cutting themselves or whatever, and then they sue the homeowner
because they cut
themselves on their property.
Whatever, yeah.
Like it's like I don't know.
It's that's why I say like it's just that's a hard one.
It's yeah.
Nope.
System is crazy sometimes. So one of the commenters said she better chew her food carefully from now on because if she chokes ever again, everyone is just gonna watch her or leave the room. Right. Like once you like throw that accusation at someone, like
that's what I'm saying.
That's a serious
accusation. It's just not even worth a good intent at that point. Like you just don't want to take any chance of like somebody twisting things. So what else?
And she better chew that food.
Right.
Someone else said she expected you to be fired. Now that you're not, it's an issue because other people know what she tried to do and failed to do while you just saved her life. She looks like a C word and is a C word and doesn't like that.
Right.
That was
what they said.
A bad comment to choose, maybe.
But this is the majority of people saying that
everyone
he's
is
not
saying
the a-hole.
not the a-hole.
I think we would all agree. What do you guys think? Let us know.
I would say not the a-hole.
I agree.
Just trying to be a hero.
That's, like I said.
Sometimes you can't be the hero.
Only the hero they deserve.
Something
like that. If you know
that
line, you know what I'm talking about. All right, well, switching back to fourth grade. Oh.
Fourth grade.
All right, well, switching to 4th of July, I've got Am I the A-Hole? 4th of July theme edition.
Okay.
It's kind of a long one, so I'm going to burst through this a little bit as fast as I can, okay? But I think it's worth it, all right? So, am I the a-hole for causing my sister and her family to be excluded from the 4th of July? So, ever since my parents decided to sell their house and move, my husband and I have become the de facto hosts for family events. So, we don't mind it, though. The only issue we have with one of them is my sister. She has a 13-year-old son who is on the spectrum, and he obviously is fascinated with dropping things in the water. We have a pool, so he always wants to drop things in the pool, but he will just grab anything, and he can be sneaky and be over by the pool and lay down on his stomach so he can drop whatever in the pool and watch it float and sink to the bottom.
Okay.
After the first time when he dropped mostly harmless stuff inside from a book, still it was annoying to have to go diving for forks and other stuff. So we got him a big bucket full of pool toys and balls that we will pull and put by this pool for him. It didn't really work though, because he gets bored with those things and will sneak all sorts of things from the yard or the house into the pool. So I asked my sister to keep a better eye on him, and my sister just suggested we get a pool fence. That, however, seems unnecessary and inconvenient since and expensive. I'm sure. Oh yeah, since we don't have anyone with small children over. He and this issue would literally be the only reason to have a pool fence, and he doesn't visit that often to begin with. So it doesn't seem worth it on a everyday inconvenience. When my sister or her husband could just keep a better eye on him. My sister seems annoyed and offended, but she said she would actually do a better job of watching him. Okay, that's fair. Like, hey, so
and the communication.
They communicated that. So she communicated to him. I think it's justified that, yeah, they don't need to get a whole fence thing. Hey, just when you're over, just can you watch your son a little bit better? Okay, sure. All right, that's clear. Well, we had everyone over for Labor Day, and it seemed like she purposely kept less of an eye on him out of spite, because all sorts of stuff ended up in the pool. Pens, soda cans, a potted cactus, a shovel, books, barbecue scraper, a game controller, a roll of paper towels.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
So I'll admit it, I got a little heated with her later about the whole thing. So she, however, put the blame on us for not having that pool fence. It turned into an argument about being ridiculous for saying it was an inconvenience for us to have a pool fence, and how we don't want, how we don't know what an inconvenience even is. That we don't get how that we don't get how it's not reasonable to expect them to be able to watch him every second. I ended with my sister saying we shouldn't even host if we're just going to be bad hosts and not make accommodations for our guests. I mean, okay.
That's a big accommodation, though, to put up a full fence.
Right. And she's saying, like, well, maybe we won't host at all then, because if we're such bad hosts, then we won't host at all.
Well, and I think the sister is saying that you shouldn't host if you can't accommodate your guests.
Oh, the sister, yeah.
The sister is saying that.
That's true. Anyway, yesterday the family group chat started talking about everyone getting together for 4th of July. So, as usual, the assumption was that we were going to be the hosts. Really, that doesn't bother me at all, but I don't want to have to deal with the whole pool issue again, and told everyone we wouldn't be able to host because we couldn't accommodate everyone. Subtle jab at somebody, which was immediately a little snarky. Okay, so she admitted that. However, no one else was present during me and my sister's previous conversation, so the wording didn't really come across in a way for everyone else. Yeah. So I got a bunch of private messages from everyone because they were just concerned because they thought something had happened to us, the hosts.
The hosts, okay.
I did assure everyone that we were fine, and that is what it is. So, almost there. So, after the group chat, someone else suggested we meet up at a park instead of at their house, which my sister said no to because her son can't handle crowded places, and the park had just a lot of people on the 4th. So everyone was just trying to figure out somewhere else we could go, but no one, because no one else can host.
Why doesn't the sister host? Because her house is probably suited for her son, right? Did she say that? Why she doesn't host?
She hasn't said it yet. Nope.
Okay.
It's just assumed that they will host.
Okay.
So, while the chat was going on behind the scenes, my sister was complaining to everyone privately about us actually not hosting because of her son. So she's going behind.
Well, she's just telling on herself.
Yeah. Say, hey, can you believe that she's not wanting to host because she doesn't want to put up a fence for my son?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. In the end, everyone decided on the group chat to go to the park, kind of more just to go on their own, and maybe we'll just see each other or meet up. Now, my sister is upset about everyone choosing to go to the park, even though they can't go. And we started it and set the tone for everyone to think it was okay to exclude them. Quick edit. The yard is enclosed completely with an 8-foot tall fence, lock gates, and the pool is usually always covered, but obviously not during a party. Mm-hmm. So she's got things...
Yeah, suited for her
guests.
Lifestyle.
So, is she the a-hole for not wanting to host? I know there's a lengthy story, but I think the context is key here.
I mean, I would say not the a-hole. I think that's a big ask for someone to put up a fence. Like, that's a lot of... I mean, it's kind of inconvenient to walk out from your backyard and kind of have to open a gate. Like, it's not a huge inconvenience, but it's not something that, if you don't have to deal with that.
And you're only, like, hanging out with them every so often. Yeah, and you're not like, oh, you know what, that fence might be nice because we have our kids too, and then or we've got other people that come over looking at their kids.
Yeah,
So,
if it's like their only person that they need it for is her sister. Also, I'm sure that's not cheap.
Yeah.
Like, is the sister gonna pay for it? I don't think so.
Well, no. I mean, no. Why would she have to?
Right, it's not her pool.
No. Now, her not being willing to watch her child more closely, that's kind of like, I don't see why that's not hard, like inconsiderate for the sister to ask her to, hey, okay, well, like I really don't like. It's like the whole, you've got a certain house rules, and like, family comes over and you're like, well, this is how we do things, but then you're willing to like kind of tote the line, but like after so long, it's like, okay, dang, like okay. Man, he's destroying our stuff, like he's throwing books and all this other stuff.
Could you like please watch him? Yeah. Like that's kind of your job as a parent to watch your child.
Yeah. I get how maybe the sister with the son might be like kind of taken back, like, well, I don't know. So yeah, I would say she's not the a-hole. It's unfortunate. Someone says in the comments, not the a-hole. It's a huge safety risk that your sister does not keep an eye out on her special needs child around the pool. Which I will say, we were at a park, and I was pushing our son on the swings. Remember that? And a kid wanted me to push him, and I'm like, no, I'm good, bro. Like I don't know you. Like okay, and he kept like tugging on my shirt, and I'm like, okay, all right, I'm just still pushing, and then all of a sudden, because he wasn't getting what he wanted or whatever, he bit me on the stomach and left a mark. And then the parent came running and apologized and all that. So like that was a situation where like I don't know what kind of background he had, but like why wasn't the parent watching him in that setting?
Knowing he is
right. You just can't like let him go.
Has a history of doing something like that.
He has a history of doing that or whatever. So like for sure, like this comment, focus on that. Not on the stuff being dropped in.
And
the
having
kid
a
could
party,
have drowned because of the sister's neglect.
Yes. Having a party with water. Like no excuse. You need to be watching the kid.
If he's dropping stuff that
if
close,
he's like on his stomach looking at the pool, like he could easily fall in.
Someone said.
Did they say how old he is?
13.
I was thinking 7.
13 years old.
13, okay.
Someone said to that last comment, for the last few years, drowning is the second leading cause of death for autistic children in the U.S.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I haven't done the research this year, but I doubt it's changed. So
I think for
people say no
children
kidding.
in general, like that's one of the main reasons.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That's hard.
Yep. Let's see, one more. Not the a-hole. From where I'm sitting, looks like your sister started all of this with her negligence and inability to considerate when visiting someone else's home. So definitely not the a-hole. That sucks that it falls on you.
Like to say like we're not doing the parties essentially anymore because but I don't know.